That's true. Amen. That's all right.
Setting up that kind of future for themselves. Parents, young folk, I'm done with you for a minute. Parents, if you allow your child or your children to have that kind of lazy, slack, mediocre effort concerning their work, you're allowing them to build the kind of future that is going to cause your own eyes to look at their misery. And you're going to suffer watching them live out a 5-minute a life nightlife. And if you can't listen to what I'm trying to explain from the sacred scriptures, that said what you're casting out on the water is the same thing you're going to get back. And not many days from now. That means the thing that you are building is going to come back on you sooner and quicker than you think. And if you don't want to hear it from me, then at least hear it from the president we were talking about a few minutes ago. He said, yes, sir. I hear it. Parents, that if we love our children, we need to turn off the TV, turn off the video games, silence the cell phones, and make sure our children have their nose in a book sometimes. I don't know why we don't like to hear this kind of preaching anymore, because I'm admittedly from the old school. I might as well confess it. And I just believe that parents ought to be running what's happening under the roof of our houses. I just happen to believe if you're 18 years old or younger, matter of fact, if you're 40 years old and still living under mama and daddy's roof, then you need to be obeying mama and daddy's rule.
That's right. Amen.
A life of C's, D's, and F's is not going to reap for you a pretty future. And a life of C's, D's, and F's while you're acting a fool and while you refuse to know Jesus is even worse. Because you're only going to get out of life what you put into it. So the next thing that this text says to us is that when you're casting out, when you're giving that effort, that energy, that charity, that love, that kindness, whatever it is that you're sowing, that you ought to do it to 7 and also to 8, which means don't be so singular in your focus that if the thing that you are so whole-centered in fails, you don't have anything else to fall back on. I guarantee you that if you were to go to any one of the middle schools in District 2 or whatever district you're involved with, you go to any one of those schools and you pull out 10 black men, young men. 8 of them are going to say they're going to the NFL, NBA, or going to be a Major League Baseball player or a rapper. Nothing wrong with having that as a dream, but you better have something else to fall back on. You can't be so singular in your focus that if the thing that you are pursuing falls by the wayside, you end up with nothing else to be able to take care of your life. Our elders used to just say it like this: don't put all your eggs in one basket. Learn as much as you can learn. Gain as many skills as you can gain. Be nice to as many people as you can be nice to. Show kindness to everybody that you can. Be loving to everybody that you know. And don't do that just when you're on the bottom climbing up either. The same folk that we might think we got the privilege to step on the way up might be some of the folk that we need when we're sliding back down. So getting all full of ourselves and acting ugly to folk, it's not only wrong, it's dangerous.
That's right.
Because when you're abusing folk, thinking that it's all right to do whatever you need to do in order to get ahead, and when the bottom falls out in your life like it could at any moment, when you're sliding back down and you're looking at the same folk you stepped on, talking about how? What do you think they're going to do? Yes, they got a whole lot of Jesus. They're going to watch you sink, because you only get out of life what you put into it.